Good morning, class. In today's session, we will see met sort. So here in insertion sort, we have seen how we are going to insert the elements in that one and what is the disadvantage we have seen in that. And the other technique what we are using in internal sorting here is a merge sort. So merge means in name itself, it is specifying that it is combining a sorting technique. Combining is a main thing which been occurred or which been processing while sorting. And what is the base for this technique here is we need to use the divide and conquer method or the divide and conquer technique. So the name itself, it is providing, it is merging the combinations or it is merging some relevance specifications which are being used in the sorting. And the technique what we are using will be relevant for this merge sort basic one. So here divide and conquer method. Divide and conquer method means simply in a day-to-day life also, whenever we are dealing with a big problem or a big process, we need to divide this work into the small works. Means here we need to divide this task into subtask, and we need to process each and every subtask. The answer, the resultant what we are got from that each and every subtask or the sub processes has to be merged to form the final result or the final answer. We are dividing our problem or task into the sub problems or the subtask, and we are conquering. Conquering here is we need to apply the method what we are been using for. Here sorting which is being done in the ascending order. So we need to make these things in an ascending order, and later we will match all the answers what we have got that one, the resultants what we have got, and at last what we are doing, we are combining this one and we are getting the final resultant here. Okay, and how it is going to divide into this one? So it is using the left side and the right side elements what we are having, which is the minimum one and then maximum one. Min plus max divided by 2. We are taking only the integer representation or the float representation. We need to divide these tasks into, or we need to divide this array into equal halves. If it is possible, if it is not possible, try to divide them by the formula what we are having. This division is a divide technique. After division, we need to process that one with the principle of the sorting technique what we are using. And after that, we need to merge this one what we are having in a sorted manner only. Okay. When we are dealing with the merge sort, what is the time complexity here is? We are using n elements here. N elements will be used. These n elements what we are using will be divided into n parts, and we need to process them. So the formula will be big O of n log n, and the space complexity will be so same big O of n representation. If you see how we are going to process this one here is, here the problem will be taken. Problem means here we will take an array of elements here. We need to divide into the sub problems. Sub problems means here we need to perform the division or dividing of this problem in sub problems into very small tasks. Means we will consider each and every sub problem, means which has been divided, sub problems will have only one element to be processed. Okay. After that, we need to solve the sub problem. Solving here is we need to arrange in a sorting order, which is a ascending one. After arranging each and every problem here, we need to combine that to form a solution to the final problem. Here, these are the orange color representations of solutions for solution where this one sub-problem, and this one will be solution for the main problem what we have been chosen before dividing here. How it is being applied? Here, see. We need to divide this one. Division has been done. And here we are dividing as many as times here. Means it is not specified that it should be divided for the once, twice, or the thrice. So we can divide this array as well, means this problem as many as. So here the restriction here is try to get this one, have each and everyone is having the one element here. After processing these sub problems, we need to combine the solutions here. Although it is providing this one from the division to combining here, we need to divide, and here if you see this is the conquering. Combining means merging. Divide, conquer means solve the problem. Solving the problem means arrange them in a sorting order and take this one to be processed here. Here we will get the information, or we will get the processing in two approaches. As well as if you see, they are providing from combining from down to means top to down, but the processing will be done from the bottom to up. If you see from here to here, this will be the top down approach. After getting the solution, we are making the combining of these solutions here. The solutions what we are combining will be having the approach of bottom up. So here we are having two approaches for problem solving. The first one here is the top down approach. The top down approach means the problem will be taken. Okay, the problem will be divided into sub problem, and it is further divided into the sub problem, and it must goes on until it reaches the what we are having. We are having the only one element to be in that array processing. We will divide into that one. Okay. And coming to this bottom up approach, what it is specifying here is the solution what we took here, means the solution what we got at that state, this state. At this means this is the state here. This will be combined and will be given to the one, and it will be stored, and then it will be reversed. So the combining to this problem will be as the bottom up approach. When we are seeing example, we will have the idea what is the top down specification and the bottom up specification. Means the merging will be done from this bottom up, and then dividing up to conquering, it will be the top down approach specification. And how we are going to process these things? So these things will be processed by using 3 steps here. The first step is we need to take an array. So here the array is specified as capital A. Let A is an array which has 0 or n elements. Okay. If it is having one element, what happens here is 0 elements means there is no need to sort. There is because it doesn't consist of any data. If there is a one element means let it be in a sorted order only, because there is no need to compare with the other elements here, because it consists of only one element which is in the sorted order. If it is having the n elements, then we need to make this array into a sorted order. How we are going to process this one into the sorted order here is, we need to consider a processing that, as well as we are taking how many elements here. So let consider n is equals to some 16 or 15. So how many elements are there in the array? A has 15 elements. Okay, A has 15 elements. And what is the step one here? See, what is the step one? Here A is having the, let us see the steps and we will go for the division, how we are going to from. So first we need to take how many elements or we are having, divide that one into the two sub arrays and conquer them. And then what you have to do, we need to combine this arrays. Let us see how it is being processing. Okay, so here we need to take how many elements here? We are taking 15 elements into an account. Okay, now what you have to do, we need to specify that this element what we are chosen, sorry, this array what we are chosen is having how many elements? It is having 0 to 14. First element here is 0 and then last element here is 14. Okay, divide into the sub arrays. What is the step here? Let's see how many elements are there. It is having 15 elements, so we need to perform the division of the sub arrays. Because it is having the as many as elements, we need to sort it there. So the first step is divide this one into sub arrays. How we are going to divide here? We are directly can be divide and we can use the formula here, that is the mid value is equals to, what is the minimum plus maximum, which has been divided by 2. Okay, so here what are the values of the minimum? Minimum value is equals to 0 and then max is equals to 14. Then mid is equals to 7. Okay, so here first half will have the elements from 0 to 7, comma 8 to 14. Let us conquer first half. Not the first half, this is the sub problem. So the sub problems here is, the sub problem here is consist of 0 to 7 and 8 to 14. Okay, now go to the first half of sub problem. Make it as a sub problem 1 and sub problem 2. Then it will be easy for us. Okay, sub problem 1 and sub problem 2. Okay, so this is the first one. So I make it as a 1. So 1 is having how many elements? It is having 0 to 7. So it is having an array of elements in that one. What we need to do? We need to divide that one into 1. At this step, minimum is equals to 0, comma max is equals to 7, comma mid is equals to 7 by 2, which is 3.5. We can take the 3 elements here. We can take the ceil value or the floor value, that is up to you. So here we are taking mid value as a 3 or 4, that is up to us. So consider it as a 4. Then this sub problem 1 is having How many elements here? It is having 0 to 4, comma 5 to 7. Again, we need to divide that thing. So this 0 to 4, what we are having, will be divided into 4 by 2, 2 na, 0, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3. Again, we need to divide this one. Now the elements will be, means now the problems, sub-problem will be 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. After that, go for the 5 and 7. Let it be, we divided with this. So here, we need to consider what is the minimum value and what is the maximum value here. That is a three values are there. So 3 values are there means we need to take the sixth position. 5 plus 7, which is being considered as a 12 and divided by 2. So here we can take the mid value as a 6 here. So the mid value will be 6. We can divide this, the position here is 6. We can take 5, comma 6, comma 7 and sorry, ma'am. I forgot about the 4. 4. Next 5 and then 6 and then 7. Okay. This is the dividing, and now we need to conquer. Conquer means we need to place these elements in a sorting order along with this parent representation there, and after that we need to merge this one. This is a sub-problem 1. And coming to the sub-problem 2, and we also dividing in such a way, and we are processing these elements here. How we are going to process these elements based on the sorting order we are having, and we are implementing this one. We are implementing this one here by using the recursion. The method will be called in a recursive manner, and we need to take the final sorted array into an account here. This will be done by the algorithms what we are using. So here, first step, which is using some steps, that is a 6 or 7 steps for the processing. For first step here is we need to initialize, or we need to take the values what we are having. I equals to beginning. Okay, beginning means it will be the index which has been taken as a beginning here. Means the beginning will be changing. Here we are dividing the problem, and we are subdividing the sub-problem what we are having here. Then the beginning will be not being considered as an initial one. Means it changes its point. So here what we need to do, we need to take this I as the beginning of that particular array. J will be mid plus 1. And mid plus 1, why? Because we are taking the mid plus 1 here is, if we are taking the mid value as a 7, then from which value we need to access here? From the value what we are chosen will be 8. Means mid plus 1 is a next position, next array's position from where it is starting. And the index value what is chosen will be started with the 0 here. So here, how we are going to process our algorithm here is, take a loop. Whenever we are taking the I value which is less than or equals to mid, and the j value is less than or equals to end, we need to process this one. Okay. So see here, how I am going to take this, the value here is, so let the array is having some 6 elements. So the value elements is equals to elements are 6 elements are there. Okay. Now the I value is the beginning. At the beginning means we are taking the value as a 0. Mid plus 1 means we need to calculate the mid value there. The mid value will be, it is equals to 0 plus 6 divided by 2, which is equals to 3. Okay. So the mid value is 3. J is equals to mid plus 1, which is equals to 3 plus 1. We need to calculate 4. So hence we are having, under index value also we are providing, which is equals to 0. Okay. Now, from where it is been providing here is, I will be taking the temporary variables up to less than or equals to mid. So what are the values of the I? Let it be I am providing the values as a 0, comma, 1, 2, and what is the value here? 3 is the mid value. So less than or equals to mid here. Take the mid value into consideration. Z. If you are not taking the mid value, just see what happens here. So from where it is starting, J is equals to mid plus 1, which is 4, 4 comma, 5 comma, and then 6. So, sorry, 4 comma 5. Wait, ma. Although we are having the elements, which is a 6, what happens here? 2 by 3, which is a 2 point. We can specify it as a 3. Okay. Now see. Although we are having 6 elements, so the 6 elements will be stored as a format, that is 0, comma 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. The indications will start with, the index will start with 0 now. So the values min and the max are the 0 plus 1 is 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. I'm taking the seal value here 3. Okay. Now the J is equals to mid plus 1, which is equals to 4. Index has been considered as a 0. Now see what are the I values. If I am not considering the mid value here, what happens here is, we need to take 0, 1, 2 into the consideration. Consider it as a floor value. It is a floor value here. What happens here is, it is being considered as a 2 plus 1, and the value it being chosen here will be 3. Then the J will start with the 3 comma 4. So equally partition. 6 values is there now. 0, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 will be there. Okay. And coming to the, this is the first one. So here we need to check whether it is having the array elements what we are having. This is the process of placing the elements here. So how I am going to process this one here is, up to which extent I can process. Here I need to process, or I need to read the elements of the I up to mid, and J will be considered as a 3 up to end here. These are the elements. If I am taking the elements, array of I is a less than array of J. What happens here is, we need to consider the array element to be stored in the temporary value where the index is equals to 0. So the index is equals to 0 means, let us consider there lies an array which is being specified as a temporary one, and it is using some variables, some values to be stored. Okay. We are having 5 values. We are taking into that one. So here we need to consider that if the values what we are chosen for the processing means, here it is a less than the I value, less than that value, or greater than that value, we need to consider. Okay. So here let this will be the array formation. If the value what we are chosen, I value what we are chosen, is less than the J value, then the value which is at the I means A of 0. Here it will take A of 0 value, I means 0. A of 0 value. If not, it will take capital A of, what is the J value now? The J value is 4. It will store any one among that one. And we need to update the values here. The value should be updated from 0 to 1, and then 1 to 2, or 3 to 4, and then 4 to 5. If the value what you have been checking for array of I and array of j, means the array name here is gamma. Array of I means here is 0 and then 4. If anyone among this one which is having the less than, what happens here is, if it is less than this one, then we directly store into this one. If it is not like that, what happens here is we need to store this value into another representation. Once it is been took, means mark it as it has been included, the value has been included. What you have to do, we need to specify that this value what you are going to store in the next time will be stored in the place of 1. So that's why what we are doing, we are taking index is equals to index plus 1. These two values are red. These two values are red. And what we are doing, we need to place the next value into that one. So that's why we are increasing, that is incrementing the I value and the j value here. Okay, that is a step 2. In the step 3, we need to take this process into the, that is a sub array model. So the sub array here is, here in the step 2, first one here is, we need to copy the elements of the sub array if the I is greater than mid. If I is being considered the greater than the mid, what happens here? We need to consider the sub array element will be stored in the 3, 4, 5. Okay. If the I value what we are considering is less than or equals to mid, then we need to store these values into the 0, 1, 2. Seema, I value, if the I value is greater than the mid value, what you are taking, incrementation will be done. So if you are taking the I value as a greater than the mid value, what happens here is, we need to store the temporary index value with the using 3, 4, 5 subscripts. If it is, and we need to eventually, we need to increment the values here, index and then z, to store the next values into that one. And coming to the next one, if you are considering the left sub array, if you are specifying the left sub array, what happens here? We need to store the values of 0, 1, 2. What is the condition here? It should be, what we are taking, the I value should be less than the mid value, means it is less than the 3 here. So here, whenever we are taking these I value into consideration, the temporary index will be having the values of 0, 1, 2 here. And while storing this one, we need to that is increment the index value as well as the that is the I value. After processing all the elements from the array, means we need to copy the elements, and then what you have to do, we need to take these elements to be sorted in that one. And what are the values we are having, means there should be a barrier from that one. So what is the barrier for me here representing? We are taking the value as a 3 as a mid value. So this mid value will decide what are the values to be considered as a left side or the right side. Whenever we are taking the I value from the main array, this is the temporary array, and from the main array we are having the elements. In this temporary array, we need to store the values here. Okay, and we need to process this until we reach the this one, that is I less than or equals to mid, and the remaining is j less than or equals to n. When we reach the I equals to 2, we need to stop the values to be processed or to be stored into the temporary array, and then we need to stop here when it is reached its endpoint. And coming to the next step, that is the copying the elements. So here we need to sort, means after this copying of this elements has been done, we need to sort that one, and we need to specify that this has to be repeated many times, and we need to exit that this process what we are chosen for processing. If you see the example representation of this one, sorry, the method what we are using will be called here. So the method what we are using will be specified for the beginning to end, and the mid plus value to the end, and the mid value what you are chosen will be beginning and the end value for the array what we have been processed here. And coming to the example representation here, this is the first step which is being considered as a divide. let this will be the example which is having the 8 elements here. Okay, the 8 elements here are being order means stored in an unsorted order. Okay, now calculate the middle position of that one. If you see, each and every array representation has been having the dashed red lines, which is being indicated as these are the barriers for these. This is the or this will be the midpoints for the remaining one. So here, if you see how I am going to calculate this one is simply take the length of the array, which is will be divided by this 2. Okay. If not, what you have to do, we need to take the min value and then max value and then divided by the 2. Mid value will be processed. Here, the values are 8, which is being divided by the 2 here is 3.5 or the 3 or 4 we will take. So here the value is a 4. So up to 4 will be considered as a that one. Up to 4, what happens here? We need to take the values or not, we need to see. Equally parts na take the floor value. So 3.5 means 3, take the floor value which is a 3, or simply specify how many values you need to take into that one. Each and every way sub array consists of 4 elements. Mid is equals to 4 elements here means up to 4 we can use this one. So 0, 1, 2, 3 will come into the left part and 4, 5, 6 will come into the right part. Okay. After the division of this one, let us see this will be conquered or not. There is no way to conquer here because this is having multiple elements here. This problem can be divided into the sub problem or the sub arrays here. So get into the left side. So here we are having the 4 elements means 4. The length of the array is 4. 4 divided by 2, 2. So for each and every array, we are having 2 elements in the list, that is a sub list. So take this value into an account and create an array for this 10 and 8, another array for 4 and 6. Let the R value, L value will be this one, R value, sorry, left side array is that one, R value will be that one. And coming to the next, let us conquer that thing. Since it is having the multiple elements in that one, we need to divide this thing into the processing. So how we are going to divide again here, how many elements are there? 2 elements are there. So here, how many parts will be considered means just 2 by 2, which is equals to 1. Divide into array which consists of 1 element only. So this 2 element array will be divided into 2 parts and the appropriate elements will be placed there. Means we need to place in the correct order only. We no need to shuffle or anything. And coming to the 4 and 6, divide them into the single element representation. And coming to right side, same formation will be here. 4 is the length of this array. Divide this into the two parts here. 1, 3 and 2, 5. See, this since it is having the 2 elements in this array, divide them. Further division will take this part and then we are forming the 1, 3 and 2, 5 here. And now we need to sort here because it has been divided into the sublist, 8 sublist here. Let us consider that how many elements are there. We need to create that much of the sublist here and we need to see any further division is there or not. There is no any further division because single element is there. So we not been allowed to process this one. Okay. This is the division of that one. So here, how we are going to divide this one? Likewise, as said, for that conquering, we need to have the top-down approach and for that merging, we will have the bottom-up approach. Top-down approach means we are getting the data from the top level and level by level, we are reaching to that one. Okay. So this is the top-down approach, what we are having for processing. Division here will be based on the formula that is mid is equals to min plus max divided or beginning plus ending divided by 2 or simply take the value that is array value here. The array length. The array length is 4. How many? 4 divided by 2 will be considered as a how many arrays will be there? 2 arrays will be there. 2 sub arrays, sublist will be there and it consists of the 2 elements into that one. Okay. Try to place these one at this positions only. So that is a first step. And coming to the next one, conquering has to be done. Conquering has to be specified here. How we are going to conquer here is this one being specified as a 10, 8, 4, 6, 1, 3, 2, 5 or the array elements. Just mark up which belongs to which one. Means these two belongs to one subarray, these two and these two, these two. Okay. Now what we will do here is we need to conquer and we need to merge this one. Conquering and merging will be performed at once here. So this conquering and merging, how we are going to perform here is, what are the elements which is being considered as a subarray elements? Just compare these two elements. If there is any one among that one will be having the minimum value, just shuffle the places and form an array here. Okay, we need to shuffle the places here. If not, just merge them. Here see, there is no need to shuffle the places here also and here also. What we are doing, we are just shuffling the places of 10 and 8 because they are not in a sorting order. Okay, now the elements what we are having here is a 8, 10, 4, 6, 1, 3 and 2, 5. Okay, now see in this representation how it is going to be processed here is, these two belongs to one subproblem, these two belongs to one subproblem. Okay, and we need to access or we need to process this one in this form. So we are placing the elements and also we are considering this to be in a sorted order and we are forming the array. Okay, that is a conquering and merging. That's about today's class. In tomorrow's class, I will continue with this example and see the visualization also. Thank you.